Hi everybody, welcome to Johnny-Faro.com. This is my sister Shannon Spencer. Shannon, say hi.
Hey.
We're here to talk about the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy, which is a really hot topic right now in the news, and as far as gay individuals and people serving in the military. Shannon happens to be a military wife, a Marine wife, so I figured we would hear her view on this. What do you think about the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy not being, turned on?
I mean, I don't have any issues whatsoever, personally, with homosexuals serving in the military. I think that anyone that wants to step up and serve their country should have the right to do so. I mean, obviously, even straight people, there's a lot of things that they have to go through to be approved, but I think anyone should have the choice. A lot of spouses that I know agree with me. They don't have any issues with it. A lot of people that I know that are in the military don't have issues with it.
Do you think it's the right time?
Don't think it's the right time. Personally, I don't think that it's the right time. I think that, we're at war, and I think a lot of people are just kind of forgetting that. We've been at war since 2003. It's worse, Afghanistan. I hear about it often. Excuse Toby. I am, associated with the military. I think a lot of people, a lot of Americans have grown bored of the war, and they don't pay much attention to it anymore. I just wanted to tell you, because, you talk about suicide a lot, and this isn't just from PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. This is for all issues with the military, but just want to let you know that as of late November of 2009, 334 members of the armed services took their own lives.
Wow.
Right? And that rate, every year, it gets worse, and it gets worse, and it gets worse. And the reason why I'm saying this is we need to take care of the problems that's going on in the military before we add more to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying people are going to commit suicide or do anything like that because of gays being allowed to be in the military.
Right, but how do you think it would be for, the old gunnery sergeants that are still out there and stuff? How do you think they would take somebody such as myself coming into the Marine Corps, so to speak?
Well, you know what? The thing about it is they're going to have to tolerate it. If it's passed, it's just going to have to be tolerated. And if they have an issue with it, they're probably going to have, what is the word I'm looking for? There's going to be issues. They're going to have trouble with it, I'm sure. But if they harass, if they come after someone because they're gay, they call it hazing in the military when you do anything, like picking on someone, mistreating someone, hazing them. You get reprimanded for it. And that's probably going to happen.
What normally happens when hazing happens?
It's a variety of different things, So it depends on the severity. I know
demoting and stuff.
What?
Demotings and stuff happen?
That can happen. It just depends on the unit. It depends on the severity. I can't really speak much for it because I'm a wife, but I don't really know much about it. But things will happen. And there are going to be the old people that's been in for 20, 22 years who want it the same way, who are going to have issues with it, but that's their issue. They're going to have to tolerate it. And maybe if it gets passed, the military can set up some type of classes about, about learning how to tolerate and deal with it.
Right.
It's just have to happen. But I want us to deal with our issues that we have now before adding more to it. It's going to be a huge change. It's going to take a lot of people, it's going to take a lot of time to adjust. You're going to have the guys who are like, I'm not going to room with a gay guy because, you've got the guys that think just because there's a guy who's gay, they're going to automatically hit on you, which is not the case.
Exactly.
I mean, and females too. So, there's a lot that's going to have to change.
We actually have a lot of people that are in the military right now that are gay. You're my sister, and both of my exes. They are both Marines.
And I know more that are, and some are still serving, some are not, and they do their job exceptionally well. I don't think being gay is going to change the way you work, especially I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I doubt most people are going to join the military so they can be around other men and women, okay?
Exactly.
Most people, 99% I'm sure, are joining because they want to serve their country and they want to, do their civil duty. So I doubt that's going to happen, but you're going to have people like, oh my God, I'm not going to room with him because he's gay. You're going to have issues, but, hopefully we can work through them. But let's work through the issues we've got now before we add something else onto it. That's my only thing. We have our suicide rates are going up every year. We lost more people to suicide last year than we did to deaths in Afghanistan.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, it's terrible. It's going up dramatically. And I just want to see, I don't want that to be put in the back burner.
Now, is that only the Marine Corps with the suicide?
No, but I do have a statistic.
Okay.
The Marine, and the reason why I looked up obviously Marine Corps is because my husband's the Marine. The Marine suicide rate is 19.5 people per every 100,000 will commit suicide in the Marine Corps. Okay, and for every death, at least 5 members of the armed forces attempted suicide and was hospitalized.
Jesus Christ.
And a lot of it, not everything, but most of a lot of it I think has to do with PTSD from Iraq and Afghanistan. Obviously, because the rates have went through the roof since the war started. So let's deal with that. Let's deal with stuff like that before you bring another thing into it.
Right. Obviously, there are many issues with all branches of the military that need to be addressed before creating another thing that could be an issue or a problem.
Right. What if you get room with someone who's dealing with PTSD, because you've got guys who are seeking out help, they're not really getting it back, and what if, some guys black out? There's just so many things. And what if they lash out on someone who is gay in the military?
Right.
I'm not saying that, I'm not giving that an excuse, but I'm just saying, we have so many issues. Let's deal with those first. And I think that adding something else to it would just be detrimental to both heterosexual and homosexual.
I agree completely.
Well, I wouldn't mind having my neighbor being a gay couple and have a gay guy to hang out during the day with. I don't have issues with it at all. And actually, the DOD, which is the Department of Defense, sent out a survey to spouses asking, how would you feel about it? Like it really matters. I don't see why they would do that because I don't think it's us that matters. But they did, and most spouses I talked to said, I told them I could care less. It does not affect me. So it's positive, but let's deal with our issues first. Is just my opinion.
Exactly. Well, thank you for your time, Shannon.
You're welcome.
I'm sure everybody at Johnny-Faro.com will appreciate it. Alrighty. I love you.
Love you too.
Alright, bye. Oh.